Good afternoon, everyone. Everyone, we're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. It's a Grizzlies home game. The fans around us amped up here in the FedEx Forum. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Toronto right now, the talented Lowry and DeRozan pair in the backcourt. Niles and Ibaka, the small and power forwards. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And the Memphis Grizzlies last season, second to last in scoring. Nothing new for this team. Since their Big Four came together in 2010, no team in the league has won more games while scoring just 90 points or less than Memphis.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's DeRozan. That shot missing. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And the Grizzlies bottom 3 in scoring efficiency last season. Steve, how were they a playoff team?
Well, it's the little things. They're low in turnovers, they offensive rebound, and they get to the line. That's what saves them offensively.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. And the wide open shot from Miles. A three-pointer off the mark. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Conley against Lowry. Conley into the lane. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You won't find many players with the quickness of Mike Conley. He can dice you up.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. DeRozan's got his second bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Harrison passes to Gasol. Harrison kicks to Gasol. Pass to Green. Out to Brooks. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And he throws it right out of bounds. Careless mistake.
So it's Toronto now. Outside DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Valanciunas dishes to DeRozan. Screened by Valanciunas. Second chance shot. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Gasol. Conley against Lowry. Gasol inside. Nice feed from Valanciunas.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Ibaka, a cornerstone player for 7 years in Oklahoma City, but they trade him away to Orlando and subsequently traded to Toronto.
You thought he would have a bigger role in OKC under Billy Donovan, but it didn't happen. He wasn't content to just spot up and wait for the basketball. And they thought he might leave in free agency, so they looked to get value in return.
Here is Conley. Following the score by DeMar DeRozan. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And DeRozan. Here we go. And finished off by DeRozan.
The savvy and body control of DeRozan. It allows him to finish the play through contact and get to the line.
The Raptors shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Now here's Conley. Right side Gasol. Green with a screen on Valanciunas. Gasol kicks to Conley. 5 to shoot. Will it go? Rebound by the Raptors. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by Brooks. The shot by Lowry, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Green, the pass to Conley. Back to Green. Up again. And Gasol able to finish. Gasol's got his first points of the game.
When you let him get in close, Marc Gasol at 7'1" can definitely hurt you on the offensive glass.
And they double up DeRozan. It's stolen by Green. And now the Grizzlies fast break. And that one's good, Harrison.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's got 9. 1:25 left to play in the first quarter. Valanciunas dishes to DeRozan. And good that time. DeRozan's got 11 points.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
Conley against Lowry. Fades back. And again, it's Marc Gasol.
You can't afford to leave one of Conley's teammates wide open. He will make you pay.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. But they'll get another chance. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better. You know, the Raptors have the advantage of continuity. There's a trust and an understanding they share helps them win a lot of games.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Here's Anunoby. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now Evans to the inside, right. Whistle on the play, bucket's good, he'll go to the line.
Despite his slender frame, right with the muscle to convert through the foul.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Now here's Wright. Here's Powell. Nails the baby hook.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down to who has the ball last.
No good trying to beat the buzzer. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Raptors up 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Protecting that rim early on, that's been a big factor for them tonight.
Well, you can erase a lot of defensive mistakes when you have shot blockers lurking in the background.
Memphis trailing here. Chandler Parsons out there with Martin. Then it's McLemore. Then there's Tyreek Evans. And it's Wright in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now here's Powell, guarded by McLemore. And Wright kicks to Siakam. Second shot opportunity. Martin with the block. Parsons outside. He dishes it to Martin. Evans outside. Back to Martin. Kicks it out to Evans. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin. And Smitty, every NBA player who plays as long as you did has a moment where they realize Father Time has caught up with them. Was there a specific moment for you, for instance, when you realized that you had to retire, or you were being asked to retire?
Hey, Kevin, great question. It happened all in one sequence.
Oh, really?
I was playing the power forward position. Imagine that. I started this league as a point guard. I go to the power forward position. I step out to hedge on Jamal Crawford. He throws it through my leg and keeps it and lays it up. I look over at Bernie Bickerstaff, and he nodded and said, "You know what, Smitty, it's time." I said, "God, lead coach in the game, in the middle of the game." But that moment, I realized the game was passing me by with these young guys. And me and Jamal Crawford has talked about it. It was one of those moments when I didn't even react. I knew my reaction skills were gone.
That's an amazing story. Evans outside. Off target from three-point range. Raptors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Lowry drives in, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Kyle Lowry over the last few seasons slimmed down about 15 pounds. He's been playing the best basketball of his career.
No doubt. He's still got that low center of gravity, almost like a bowling ball. He just gets under his man, and his strength and tenacity enable him to create chaos at both ends of the floor.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
In a league full of talented point guards, sometimes Lowry's efforts, they get overlooked, but he's a game changer.
And it's good for 2. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now, here's Lowry. 5 points in the game. Passes to Anunoby. Powell kicks to Pirtle. Here's Anunoby. Clock at 6. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
This all setting the pick for Conley to the wing right side. Gasol passes to Conley. Makes it off the glass. Conley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And if you're the defense, you have to do a better job against Mike Conley. You can't let him get these inside looks.
Lowry against Conley. Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Some solid defense from Gasol.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Ibaka against Green. Over Ibaka. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And the Raptors call time here. And you look at the Raptors, one of the top teams in the East, Greg, but do they have a chance to go all the way?
I think they're a threat to make the finals. Can they win it all? They may be a piece or 2 away, but still a young and aggressive core. They continue to try to add pieces, and this is a group that has proven they want to win and win now.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Lowry. That one goes. Count it. Lowry's got 7 points.
Lowry showing how crafty he can be with that hoop inside.
Evans with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. In the corner, right with it. And it's Martin penetrating. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
It's stolen by McLemore. And now it's Evans running. Go all the way. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Left side, DeRozan. 1:44 left to play here in the second quarter.
And Parsons with the heads-up play on defense.
And Wright kicks to Evans. Wide open shot is on the money. And it's a 6-point Memphis lead.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
And DeRozan, here we go.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. In the corner, it's McLemore. No good from outside. Raptors trail by 4.
And when you think about a slasher, a guy who makes his living attacking off the dribble, no better example than DeMar DeRozan.
The Raptors have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
What you get with DeRozan possesses the prototypical frame for an NBA wing that helps him get to the line with frequency.
Parsons passes to Wright. Outside Martin. Here's Evans, 6 to shoot. Parsons dishes to Martin. Memphis needs to get off a shot here, and he gets the bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 5. You know, Steve, DeRozan a great ball handler for his size. He can isolate or work in the pick and roll.
Does a nice job of coming off screens and rolls, being able to create for his teammates, and also a big-time slasher that can put you on a poster.
Here's Siakam. Outside DeRozan. And it's Wright sending it back.
The length of Wright is tough to deal with. If he's nearby when a shot is going up, he can send it back in a hurry.
Outside Martin. Here's Evans. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Grizzlies lead by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. They asserted themselves nicely in the second quarter and now have a fairly comfortable 5. And that's all we can do for now. As the
We're back with you here in Memphis, Tennessee. A gorgeous look at the skyline here in the Perth. Toronto calls timeout. We all know just how physically strong NBA players are, Steve, but they have to be mentally tough as well. How about in that category? Who has the best mental toughness, guys you've observed?
I look at a guy that loves the big moment right now. On top of the list, it has to be a Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, the great ones. Russell Westbrook, I mean, his focus, and James Harden, those are the guys that stick out for me, that just come in and night out. Al Horford, mental toughness. You love those guys because their mental toughness match their skill set. They usually have great results.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. DeRozan and Miles are the wings. Ibaka is the 4, and Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Lowry in at the 1 spot. Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
Very few defenders in this league feel comfortable with DeRozan coming right at them on the drive like that.
Outside, Green. The dish to Gasol. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists in the game. DeRozan kicks to Ibaka. Back to DeRozan. Ibaka outside. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Ibaka's got his first points of the game.
Great heads-up look there from DeRozan to get his teammate an easy basket.
Conley against Lowry. Gasol. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Just how they drew it up coming out of the half. 3 straight from the field.
Lowry against Conley. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Valanciunas passes to DeRozan. Lays it up and off the glass. DeRozan's got 18 points.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Lowry against Conley. Pass to Green. Down low. Gasol, no good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Raptors trail by 6. And after the Raptors were swept in the 2017 conference semifinals, do you guys get the sense that Coach Dwayne Casey's on the hot seat?
You know, I don't think so. I think Casey already survived a changing of the guard in the front office. He doesn't feel the pressure to keep his job, just the pressure to do his job, putting his players in the best position to compete.
Conley inside the line. It's stolen by Valanciunas. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. It's Miles on the wing. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Valanciunas.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Conley gets the bucket.
How about Mike Conley? I say keep the ball in his hands, but of course, it always is.
Outside Lowry. In the corner, Miles with it. Feeds it to Valanciunas. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
I mean, clearly not on the same page right there. You hate to give away possessions.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Lowry against Conley. A wide open look here for Ibaka. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. He's got 5.
This is where Serge is most dangerous. Extremely confident now from beyond the arc.
Then Gasol with the dunk.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
Brooks with a screen on Lowry. Conley. Harrison kicks to Green. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Green's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, JaMychal Green is extremely gifted down low. A solid post threat who can get the job done down there. When you get your tickets to see him play, that is what you are paying for. Incredible dunk from DeRozan.
Conley, the pass to Harrison. Conley kicks to Gasol. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Those are the plays you want from Valanciunas on the defensive end. Didn't hesitate to challenge the shot.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Brooks dishes to Green. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Talk about steady floor generals. Mike Conley definitely comes to mind. Very stingy with his turnovers. He's always under control.
And the Raptors call time here. And Mike Conley, exactly what you want, you know, Steve, in a point guard. He ticks all the boxes.
He does. He makes the game easier for his teammates. He's a competitor, but more importantly, he's a coach on the floor.
Here's Wright. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And it's Wright sending it back. There's a minute left in the third quarter. Evans passes to Martin. Back to Evans. The kick out to Wright. Shot clock at 6. And he gets it to go. Wright's got 7 points.
Tyreek has solid floor awareness. Outstanding at knowing when one of his guys is open.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. And Wright kicks to Pirtle. And the pass to Siakam. Here's Anunoby. And they pick up 2. 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now here's Evans. Wright with a screen on Wright. And here's Evans. And Evans throws it down hard.
Evans is great at taking it inside. If you give him a lane, he exploits it every time.
And so it's Memphis heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
We got to keep the ball moving, keep drawing.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. And the Raptors call time here.
And for the Grizzlies, Chandler Parsons was the biggest free agent signing in franchise history. They've got to hope his knees allow him to make a big-time impact.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He said, guys, we look like we're running in mud. Let's get out and see the early offense. And if it's not there, let's run the half-court offense. Pretty good advice, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Toronto calls timeout. And the Grizzlies financially capped out from the Parsons signing. They owed their first-round pick to Portland this last summer. Their 2019 pick goes to Boston. Steve, how do they surround their stars with talent now?
Great question. 7 straight playoff seasons, going for 8. The upside to compete for a title appears elusive. What they have to do is have this group catch fire and get them over the hump.
They've got Wright. Evans out there with McLemore. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Martin in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And it's Evans missing.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
Toronto calls timeout. Memphis on defense. 7-point differential. Now DeRozan. Five to shoot. Outside for Lowry. And it's blocked by Conley for 3. They get it back. Valanciunas. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
He's so good at scoring inside. You know Valanciunas can get to the line.
That one is off. And Valanciunas, far from a finished product, Steve. His coaches and teammates feel he will get better. But in your opinion, where does he need to improve?
I think on a defensive end, he does a nice job of blocking shots. But I would love to see him in rotations, being able to be there a little bit earlier. And then on the offensive end, extend his range a little bit more and also have somewhat of a go-to move down on the low block.
Here's Harrison. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Harrison's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Grizzlies. DeRozan, a screen on Conley. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Outside for Lowry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And Miles kicks to DeRozan. Clock at 6, and they double up DeRozan. Ibaka goes in. Gasol knocks it away.
Love how Gasol patrols the court, always on the lookout to reject a shot.
Here's Harrison. Kicks it to Conley. Dishes it to Green. Fires from 14. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Kyle Lowry.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Gasol dishes to Green. Pass to Harrison. Memphis moving it around. Green with a screen on Lowry. Conley the pass to Green. From deep, Brooks. It's hauled in by the Raptors. On the wing, DeRozan. Screen by Valanciunas. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Outside DeRozan. Lets it go from the wing. Another shot. Ibaka. It's deflected. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Gasol, a screen on Lowry. Conley dishes to Gasol, and he makes that one. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
At 7'1", 255 pounds, Gasol is a great screener. Not easy to get around.
There's the feed to Miles, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry.
I mean, clearly not on the same page right there. You hate to give away possessions.
Outside Gasol. Gasol is doubled. Stolen by Miles. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Look at the way Valanciunas ran the floor on that break. Very few centers can get up and down the floor like that.
Gasol against Ibaka. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him. Conley kicks to Green. He feeds it to Gasol.
That's terrific play on the ball by Serge. He's been first team all defense several times.
DeRozan, solid play on the low block, and that one's good. And now just a 5-point Memphis lead.
Loaded up with a lot of confidence, DeMar DeRozan can be a big-time performer.
It's stolen by Lowry. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Harrison. That's foul number 2 for him. Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They're up by 5. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Conley.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Evans comes in for Harrison. And it's DeRozan missing.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Parsons' shot is off. Toronto's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Lowry has it in the corner. Stolen by Michael Conley. Ahead, pull-up jumper. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And that's how Parsons makes his living. Great shooter off the catch.
Pass to Miles. This one for 3. Here's Valanciunas. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Miles, the pass to Ibaka. DeRozan against Evans. DeRozan with it. Valanciunas with a screen on Evans. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Conley. And now Conley running the floor all by himself. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
You know, it's tough to deal with the quickness of Mike Conley. I wouldn't want to do it.
And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here.
Wow, stepping up in the clutch. Great way to end this.
Right side, DeRozan. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. So it's Memphis picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability